Hey everybody, it's Truth Dog. Woof woof! Today I got something extra special for you, something everyone enjoys. Commercials. We're going to watch some commercials for these Isuzu D-Max TVC 30-inch Australian utes. These commercials have been running for probably the last year or more in Australia. And every single one I've seen from the very start, I sort of picked up on the fact that there's like really gay subliminal subtext going on in these commercials. And this is the most recent one I saw the other night. And I thought, okay, wow, there's a whole series of these things now. It's probably worth making a video on. I've only been able to really find 3 of them for this, but you know, as they say, 3's a crowd. So without further ado, let's get on to the gay subliminal ute commercials.
Hey mate, want to ride after work? Yeah.
All right, so like that's kind of weird and awkward and corny, but and I'm probably getting ahead of myself, but I'm going to just call out everything that I see in order. So it's like, hey mate, awkward pause. You want to go for a ride after work? And he thinks about it, and he gets the double meaning. He's like, yeah. So, you know, like, it's left to your interpretation as to what ride after work means. But it's completely clean because we see that it's literal here. They're just going for a ride after work. The other thing in these commercials, aside from the fact that they're wearing red and blue, which is combined, obviously makes purple. I learnt that in high school, I think. Red and blue is, you know, makes purple. It's the royal purple, blue of the Illuminati. Those are the colors. You see red and blue and everything. But the other thing, the commercial, the song that they use, it's great that they've written an original jingle for once. You know, you don't see that enough. But you know, catchy song, whoever wrote it. This "Go Your Own Way" tune, right, by Fleetwood Mac. It's also the slogan for the utes, and at the end you'll hear it. But the super ocker, which means like lazy kind of Australian sounding voice, he pronounces it "Go Your Own Way," which basically, like, to me, and I'll point it out again, but I think it's a subliminal that like more or less it sounds like he's saying gay. And I know that that's a stretch just to hear it, but it's like, go your own way, gay. Anyway, enough of that. Also, there it's very quick, but you know the Jesus kind of figure is leaning into the boot, you know, the back of the car, and the other dude who offered to, you know, who's basically trying to rape him, I think, he comes up from behind. Just a coincidence. And again, you know, in pretty much all of the shots, especially the last one coming up, the dude in the blue, the guy who kind of initiated this little Brokeback Mountain after work scenario that they're having, he's always coming up behind the guy in red. See, he comes up behind, oh no wait, the guy in blue I mean. Okay, now that to me, like, I saw that the first time I watched this commercial, like, you know, or was forced to see the commercial, I guess I should say. Right, so he comes up behind him again, but look at the body language. Oh, that's also too, they both remove their helmets. It's very quick, but that's like a subliminal suggestion for, you know, you don't need to wear a condom when you're having these Brokeback Mountain-esque adventures with your workmates. So watch this. Did you see that? He like puts his hands on the helmet and then thrusts his pelvis forwards, and then the other guy turns around knowingly. I mean, it's very quick, but you know, I'm sure it's nothing. I'm just crazy. I'm probably the gay one for noticing all this stuff. All this stuff is completely clean, and I'm actually the gay person inferring all this meaning because I'm actually gay. Chemtrails and go your own way, you know, like that's again like a subliminal suggestion for become gay, I suppose, you know. Go your own way, you know. Anyway, so go your own gay, and here's another one, because maybe you think I'm reaching around. I mean reaching. So let's have a look at another one. See if this one is gay too. Oh, that's a good-looking couple. The people, I've been asked before in the comments, like, how do you identify reptilians from looking at them? Well, you're looking at them, right? Especially the woman. Women, I find, are a lot easier because not always. Some reptilian women are pretty good looking, but the majority of them look pretty plain and kind of very dull, and they are very dull and plain and just very boring, and there's no like feminine glow or femininity or detail or history or culture to their face. This guy just looks psychotic. But anyway, that's spoiler alert, these commercials are made by reptilians to turn organic portals gay. I should have mentioned that. But yeah, just in case you didn't cotton on to what the subliminal programming is for. It doesn't work on real people. Real people aren't going to turn gay because a commercial subliminally suggests they do. And I think that's where the subliminal really works, because it gets into that subconscious. On a superficial level or an outer level, these commercials are simply clearly advertising cars. Buy cars, they're great. Everyone needs a car. It's like, so your subconscious isn't aware of any other kind of suggestions that are going on within the obvious sales pitch. So anyway, without further ado, more gay organic portal programming by reptilians.
This week, your housemate's girlfriend moved in, officially. Now all their status updates end with the hashtag soulmates forever. And every time they call each other babe, you die a little inside. Goodbye, loved up housemate.
All right, there's quite a bit there. I didn't speak over it because I would have had to go over it. I would have been interrupting the whole thing. But essentially, what they're saying is that typical healthy, male-female relationships are awful. They're the worst. Nature is the worst. See, they're holding the flower. That's not by accident. You want to associate straight people with nature, and both of them need to go, right? The guy, the voiceover, the totally psychotic, I'm gonna murder you in your sleep kind of serial killer sounding piece of shit guy narrating the thing. The normalization of social media, status updates.
With the hashtag soulmates forever. And every time
Soulmates, so they're also implicating people with souls as being part of this thing that organic portals will be like, ugh, I don't like that for some reason.
they call each other babe, you die a little inside.
And that's a suggestion as well. You die a little inside. It's very low vibrational, sort of negative vocabulary, which is spellcraft. All words are spells. And then after all of that, it cuts to the two gayest dudes ever. And they're like, oh man, I'm so glad we're away from those straight people. Let's go bum each other like Brokeback Mountain.
Goodbye, loved up housemates. Hello, weekend.
You can go, you're gay, gay, you're gay. Go, you're gay. But okay, 666. So just in case you didn't know, with numerology, if you invert the number, turn it upside down, it still counts as this, same number. 6 and 9s are the same. And M, which is the number 13, which is important to the Freemasons, the big M, McDonald's, so many things start with M. The letter M is used to advertise so many things. That inverted upside down, big W, is also counts as the 13, Freemasonic symbol, letting people know who's in charge of that company or business. And also like the D max. I don't know if I pointed that out already, but I guess we can all imagine what the D stands for, and go your own gay. So that's one, and here's the last one. This is basically the same commercial, same formula, except it's with lesbians. Ignore the spinning circle. It's only made to hypnotize you. Actually, no. Watch this spinning circle. It'll help you believe all this crap I'm saying. Okay, so you start, he's a reptilian. Dead eyes, smug look, CGI-looking hair. They always have this very incomplete sort of hairline, especially in person. I notice they look like their hair's painted on a lot of the time, these reps. But anyway, he's a psychopathic rapist, bisexual at the very least. But the whole point of this commercial is that men are the worst. You should turn gay because all men are rapists like this guy, and let's all get out to nature to scissor each other. Brokeback Mountain female sequel.
Farewell, killer workouts. So long.
Again, like that low, you die a little inside, the killer workouts. And also, it's encouraging you to not exercise by saying farewell workouts, right?
The sun's out, guns out. Goodbye, evil trainer guy. Hello, weekend. Get the ice.
So, there you go. I'll just run it back because they're so stupid that it's like...
Guns out.
Sun's out, so chemtrails. The sun is covered. The sun's out of the picture. Guns out. War forever. Infinity war, infinite warfare, infinite war forever. Right?
Good lie, evil trainer guy.
Yeah, men are the worst.
Weekend. Get the Isuzu MUX from just $42,990 to drive away.
So there you go. And the MUX, the X stands for the planet X, which is Saturn, which is the home, as far as I'm aware, of the one-eyed king, Satan. Planet X. X always alludes to Satan. That's why you see X Factor, X everywhere. Triple X for porn. It's all satanic. That's what the X means. It's like an inverted cross, the one they killed Jesus on. And yeah, so if there's any takeaway from this video, I would say that being gay is normal, it's healthy, it's actually beautiful, and gay people are clearly superior to straight people in every way. I think that I will buy an Isuzu Ute, and I think that I will finally come out of the closet. All right, this has been Truth Dog. Hope you learned something. Hope you're entertained if possible. And like I said, go out and get that Ute and, become gay. Okay, Truth Dog out. Woof woof!